And I'd like to just share my disclaimer screen really quickly. So if you can just take a peek at that, that'd be great. Great, thank you so much for your patience. Welcome everyone, thank you so much for joining today. Today we're gonna do Energizing Yoga. We will practice together for 30 minutes, so it's just a really nice way to start the day. So let's get started in standing. We'll start at the top of our yoga mat. We'll just do a little standing centering here. So you're going to want to have your yoga mat. I always like to have a block and a blanket close by. So if you need to grab props, definitely grab them. And if you don't have them, it's okay. We can definitely work around it. And just as a reminder to listen to your body through the practice. If any stretches are not working for you, you can always skip them, come on out and modify. So as we start today, we'll just take our feet right in line with our hips. Have your toes pointing straight forward. Maybe add a little gentle bend into your knees and let your eyes close. So we'll just release the day so far. We'll take this time to drop into our breath and to drop into our body. And releasing your shoulders. So let's take a full breath in. Draw your shoulders up, back, and down. Take a breath in. Draw your shoulders up, back, and down. And then one more time, let's inhale deeply and exhale deeply. And then as your shoulders relax, we'll just take a moment to feel our feet really grounded into the mat. So maybe lifting your 10 toes from the mat, placing them down, feeling that nice grounded sensation in your feet. Adding a tiny bend to your knees, a slight tuck to your tailbone. And then lengthen your spine, lengthen the back of your neck, reach, stretch through the crown of the head. And then dropping in, we'll begin to connect to the rise and the fall of the breath. And then lengthening as you inhale and lengthening as you exhale. And maybe encouraging your exhale to be a little bit longer than the inhale. If you'd like, set an intention for your practice, and intention could be anything that you'd like it to be, maybe to take this time to relax, maybe to take this time to push yourself. So there's really no right, there's no wrong intention. So as you breathe in, let's take our hands up towards the sky. Fingers will interlock and palms will press up. Take a nice deep full breath here. Release to the right. And come to center and release to the left. So you're just going to take a little wiggle in the waist here. We'll shift side to side. And this will really help you open up the sides of the body. It's going to warm the spine up a bit. Let's take a moment to pause. You can release your hands off towards the left. Let's roll that left shoulder under, right shoulder open. And feel that the heart is shining up towards the sky. Bring yourself back to center. Let's take a nice full breath to lengthen. We'll release off towards the right. And then try to ground evenly through both of your feet, inside and outside of each foot. Bring yourself back to center. Let's release our hands into a yoga mudra. So we'll take a nice shoulder stretch here. Fingers interlock, palms touch. Take a nice full breath to lengthen. Fold yourself down as you exhale. Try to relax the fronts of your shoulders and just noticing if that helps you move a little deeper into your shoulder stretch. Bring your hands onto your low back. Take your hands down towards the mat and let's shake it out a little bit here. So it may feel nice to bend one knee, to bend the other knee, and then relax your head yes and no. So if the ground is feeling far away, maybe have a deep bend in your knees. You can also bring your hands up on blocks for support. Let's come to stillness. Hands to the right, land in the side stretch here. Try to ground evenly through both of your feet, inside and outside of each foot. Come back to center And release your hands to the other side. Reach and stretch from your waist. Lengthen your side body, arm, and finger to hip. Let's bring ourselves back to center, back into a fold. Take a half lift here, lift your spine, lengthen your spine. Fold yourself down. Let's come on up. We'll take a nice deep full breath to rise up. And then draw your hands at your heart space as you exhale. Let's work a little bit with a mini sun salutation A. So just a nice little flow with the breath. Hands will reach up as you inhale. Exhale, swan dive to the mat. Let's take a half lift here. And then fold yourself down. We're going to come back on through for mountain. So reverse swan dive to come up. And then hands at your heart space as you exhale. So that was a complete mini sun A. We'll take another. Hands reach up, breathe in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. And then inhale, we're going to take it back on up to stand. Exhale, hands to the heart. Let's go one more time. Hands reach up, breathe in. And fold it down. Take that halfway lift, hold yourself down, and then rise up. Full breath in, hands at the heart space, full breath out. Let's try a different stretch this time. Hands will reach up, breathe in. Exhale, fold yourself down. Take that halfway lift, and then let's plant the hands. We are going to take our right foot back. The right knee will lower, and bend and straighten your front leg. We're just going to take that leg back. You can lower it down. And then we'll just begin to bend and straighten the left leg. And this nice little flow is so good for getting into your legs, getting into your hips, and getting into your low back. Let's give ourselves a moment here to straighten the front leg, to fold yourself over. So just letting your spine relax, letting your head, letting your neck relax and release. And then bending into your front knee, let's draw the hips forward and down for a moment. We'll get a nice hip flexor and psoas stretch. Let's come to tabletop. Take your left knee to meet your right knee. Then take your knees in line with your hips. We'll take our wrists in line with our shoulders. Let's lower the stomach down, lift up through the heart space. Tailbone will lower and crown of the head will lower. Flow through cat and dog stretch for a moment. So just nice movement through the spine to warm your spine up for your practice on the mat today. So as you inhale, try to relax your shoulders from your ears. We'll create a little space between the ears and the shoulders. Feel the shoulder blades moving down your back. And then on the exhale, relax your shoulders back and down. As you exhale, really try to press the ground away from you. Pressing away with your hands and pressing away with your knees. Let's take a neutral spine here. And right foot's going to step up in between the hands. We're just going to do a nice little float forward. You can always grab that foot if you need to and bring it forward. And bend and straighten your front leg. So this is that leg and hip flow on the other side. You may notice that the stretch feels very different on this side. It may feel very similar on this side. So just noticing the sides of your body, breathing into that, inhaling and exhaling. Let's begin to straighten that front leg. Give yourself a nice fold forward. Bring yourself into half split pose, Ardha Hanumanasana. And then bending into your front knee, we're going to draw the hips forward and down here. Be right on the top of that upper knee. And we'll begin to release. We are going to take ourselves forward into a fold. Let's take a half lift here. Fold yourself down. Let's come on up. We'll rise to mountain pose as you breathe in. And then hands at your heart space as you breathe out. So let's try some knee down sun salutations. It's a really nice way to warm up the body. Hands are going to reach up as you inhale. Fold yourself down. Let's take a half lift here. Set your hands and right foot back. Right knee will lower. Hands will reach to the sky as you inhale. So this takes us to Anjaneyasana. And then we'll just try to be on the upper part of the right knee. It tends to be a little bit softer part of the knee, a little bit fleshier part of the knee. Let's bring our hands down to the mat. We're gonna make our way into runner's lunge and then find your way to plank. Come on down, we'll work with Sphinx. Lower all the way down to the mat. Bring your hands out in front of you, elbows in line with your shoulders. Maybe reach for opposite arms here, and then breathe into your low back bend. Staying here, maybe lifting up for low cobra pose. So hands press down, elbows lift up, elbows wrap in. Arms can straighten, working with seal pose. Reach, stretch through the crown of the head. Let's lower it down to the mat. Take a nice breath in here. Let's press back to down dog as you exhale. And then in down dog, shake it out here. Bend one knee, bend the other knee. Let your head relax, yes. Let your head relax, no. As you find stillness, let's take our right leg to the sky. That'll bring us into a three-limbed dog. And then right foot floats forward, left knee will lower, and then hands can reach up as you breathe in. And squaring the hips forward here, so we'll try to draw our left shoulder forward, left hip forward, right shoulder back, and then right hip back a little bit. Bring your hands down. Let's come in forward into a fold. So we'll take our left foot to meet our right foot. Take a half lift here. Fold yourself down. Let's come on up. We're going to rise for mountain pose. Hands at your heart space as you exhale. Hands will sweep up. Breathe in. Fold yourself down. Take a half lift. Plant your hands, left foot back, left knee will lower. Hands to the sky as you inhale. Let's feel our core engaged. So we'll feel our tailbone tuck, navel back and up to the spine a little bit. Bring your hands down. Let's come to runner's lunge. Find your way to plank. Moving into cobra, lower down to the mat. So take that reverse push-up. Hands are in line with your shoulders. And then let's glue the tops of the feet down, lifting up to your navel. Hug your arms into the sides of your body. Elbows run straight back. And almost a sensation like you could lift your hands from the mat. And then we're going to breathe here. Maybe notice where you're holding tension in your body. And then try to let that tension go with each exhale. Come on down to the mat. Take a full breath here. Let's press back. We'll find our way to down dog when you're ready. Left leg takes a float to the sky. We'll find a three-limbed dog. Left foot comes forward. Right knee will lower. Hands reach up as you breathe in. Try to relax your shoulders from your ears. So we'll create a little space here between the ears and the shoulders. And feel the shoulder blades moving down your back. Hands will come down. We'll take our right foot to meet our left foot. Land in your fold. Take a half lift. Fold yourself down. Let's come on up. We'll rise for mountain as you breathe in. And then draw your hands at your heart as you breathe out. Let's try a sun salutation A. Hands reach up as you inhale. Fold yourself down as you exhale. Let's take a half lift here. Come on back to plank. High push-up pose. Moving into boat pose, lower all the way down to the mat. Arms alongside your body, palms face down. Let's lift everything from the mat when you're ready. So legs lift, torso lift, arms lift. Try to open the chest and the heart. Try to relax your shoulders back and down. Breathe in and breathe out. Let's take ourselves down to the mat. Full breath here. Exhale, downward facing dog. So to the hands, make your way forward. Take your half lift. Fold yourself down. Let's rise for mountain. Inhale, come on up. Hands at heart, breathe out. Hands sweep up as you inhale. Fold yourself down as you exhale. Take that half lift, come back to plank, high push-up pose. Lower it down. We'll take a king cobra this time. So for this one, hands are under the shoulders and just sweep them off to the sides of the room. So maybe a foot on one side, a foot on the other side. Tented right up onto the fingertips. Elbows are going to point to the sky. Glue the tops of your feet down. Let's come on up. We're going to rise for King Cobra pose. So on this one, you can always have that bend in the elbows if that's needed. Feel free to straighten those arms if that feels accessible. Let's try to open the chest and the heart. Relax your shoulders back and down. Inhale and exhale. Let's take ourselves down to the mat. Take a full breath here. Press yourself back. Downward facing dog. Come on forward. Let's come back into our fold. Take that half lift. Fold yourself down. Let's rise for mountain as you inhale. Hands at your heart space as you exhale. Let's bring our hands onto our hips. And we are going to try out chair pose. We'll come into Utkatasana. We're just going to drop those hips back and down. Imagine there was a chair we're trying to sit into. Right foot takes the float back. Coming into variation of crescent. Stay here. Option to add a little bend or a little tap down. Come back to chair. Right foot to left. Hips back and down. Left foot takes the float. Lower it down. Come on through. And then we're just going to go side to side here. Good. Let's come back to chair when you're ready. And we're going to release into a fold down. For this fold, let's reach for opposite elbows behind your body. And then as you're holding onto opposite elbows, maybe try to straighten out those legs a little bit. Let's take ourselves back into our fold. Half lift here. Lift your spine, lengthen your spine. Fold yourself down. Let's come on up, mountain pose. Hands at your heart space as you exhale. Sun salutation feet. Let's build on those sun salutations. So we're going to take our hands up as you inhale. Come back to chair as you exhale. We're going to fold ourselves down. Take your halfway lift. Come on back to plank and up dog. So we're going to hold our up dog. So lower down, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Gaze off your right shoulder. Look back for those right toes. Back to center. Let's gaze off the left shoulder. Back to center. Exhale, down dog. Right leg to the sky. Bend the knee. Back. Open through the hip. Reset yourself back to center. Come on up. We're going to take a Crescent Warrior from here. So in Crescent, be right up on the toes of your left foot. Feel the majority of your foot lifted. And then feel that that back leg is really active, engaged, and energized. Come forward. We're going to try Warrior 3 pose. So you'll spring off your back foot. Find your drishti. Let's find that one spot to focus your concentration, to focus your awareness. And once you find that spot, not letting the eyes shift at all. Come back to crescent. And feel that your hips and your shoulders are scoring forward here. Left hip, left shoulder forward, right hip and right shoulder back. Hands will stay reaching and stretching to the sky. Let's spring off that left foot and kick it right out in front of you. So you'll try to straighten out that leg. And we're going to do a little pulse down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's bring ourselves into Warrior 1 pose. And then ground really firmly into your feet. Press into the heel of your left foot. Press into the outer edge of your left foot. And then have that nice deep bend in your front knee. Bring your hands behind your body. Let's take a yoga mudra stretch. So fingers interlock, palms touch. Let's lengthen. Fold yourself down as you exhale. Try to relax the fronts of your shoulders and just notice if that helps you move a little deeper into your shoulder stretch. Core engages, float yourself back. Warrior one. Hands will lower down. Let's come to a runner's lunge and begin to bend and straighten your front leg. So if this is feeling challenging, bring your hands on blocks for support. Lower your left knee down onto the ground for support. And then straighten your front leg. Fold yourself over, let your spine relax. Try to relax the head and relax your neck. Right knee will bend. And we're going to take our right hand to the sky. Let's come into a runner's twist. And then as you're taking your twist with your in-breath, feel your spine lengthen. On your out-breath, let your twist deepen. Let's lower the hand down, engage your core. We're going to find our way into plank. Take that high push-up pose. Holding up dog. So let's lower down chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Look up your left shoulder this time. Gaze back for your left toes. Back to center. Let's lengthen and release to the other side. Back to center. Lengthen. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Left leg to the sky. Let's bend, stack, open. Float yourself back to center. Come on through. Let's take it to Crescent Warrior. Core engages as you rise on up. Shoulders relax from your ears. Let's create that space between the ears and your shoulders. Feel the shoulder blades gliding down your back. We're going to come on forward. Warrior three pose. In Warrior three, feel really grounded through all the parts of your left foot. So press to the inside, to the outside, and then noticing your body's natural tendency to tendril in or tendril out. Let's come back, Crescent Warrior. Arms are really active. Feel your arms from your ears. Fingers are active. Let's reach, stretch through your fingertips. Hands stay up. Bring off your right foot forward. Let's kick that leg right out in front. Pull it down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Warrior one pose. Breathe into your stomach. Breathe into your ribs. Take the breath to your chest. Come into that yoga mudra stretch. Fingers interlock, palms touch, lengthen, and fold down. Maybe relax your gaze. Look to that wall behind you. Maybe even try to look to the ceiling up behind your body. Come on up. Warrior one. Hands lower down. Runner's lunge. Bend and straighten your front leg. And then straighten your front leg, fold yourself over, let your spine relax. Try to relax your head, relax through your neck. And then bending into your left knee, let's take our left hand to the sky, come to a twist. And then as you're twisting here, let's try to lengthen the spine on the in-breath. Let your twist deepen on the out-breath. Lower the hand down, core engages, come back to runner's lunge and find your way to plank. Let's take and hold that up dog again. So you're going to lower down chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Let's look off the right shoulder. So when we do this, it gives us a deeper back bend and it can open up the hip flexors and psoas a little bit more. Let's come back to center. We'll look off the opposite shoulder. Back to center and down dog when you're ready. Toes to the hands, float it forward. Take your half lift. Fold yourself down. Let's try chair, Utkatasana. And then come on up for mountain. Legs will straighten, hands to the heart space. Maybe bring one hand to the heart and one to the navel. We'll just close the eyes here for a moment. Reconnect to your breath in your body. Maybe feel your heart beating. Connect to the life force, to the energy inside of your body. And then also feel your body reacting to the breath. As you inhale, feel your chest rise, feel your navel rise. And then as you exhale, feel your chest fall and your navel fall. And then knowing each time that you breathe, you bring life, you bring oxygen to all of the cells throughout your body. Let's take that nice deep full breath in. Hands are going to reach and stretch up. Have your right hand in reach for your left wrist. And then we're going to take our left foot off to the right. So we're going to cross those legs. Take a full breath here to lengthen. Let's release the hands off towards the right. Roll your right shoulder back, left shoulder under. Feel that your heart is shining to the sky. Come back to center. Let's change up the grip in the hands. We're going to lengthen and release to the left. Almost create a little sensation that left hand pulls the right hand to the left side of the room. We'll bring ourselves back onto the center. Reset on the hands, reset on the feet. And then let's try that on the opposite side. So we're going to reach our hands up, and then our left hand will reach for our right wrist, and then our right foot will move to the left. Let's lengthen and release to the left. Almost imagine you could create space between the ribs. You really want to open up the sides of the body. Give a little stretch to all of those muscles, little intercostal muscles. Come back to center. Let's lengthen and release off towards the right. Ground evenly through both of your feet. So press firmly through the inside and press firmly through the outside. Take yourself back onto the center. Let's release those hands behind the body into that yoga mudra stretch. So fingers interlock, palms touch, lengthen. Fold yourself down as you exhale. Relax the fronts of your shoulders as best as you can. Try to relax your eyebrows and relax